Hello students, in the last class we had discussed about the chapter number 2, all the theories related chapter number 2. The name of the chapter was Force and Pressure. We had discussed about the different types of motion like circular motion, rotatory motion, oscillatory motion, different types of periodic and non-periodic motion. Then we had discussed about the speed and difference between mass and weight and what is the different unit of mass and weight. Now in this class we will discuss about the exercise of chapter number 2. We shall begin with filling the blanks and one by one, true, false, choose the correct option, short answers, and at last we'll discuss long answers. Okay, so please remember one thing, you have to write each and everything in your copy as you have written chapter number 1 question answers. In the same way you have to write the answers of chapter number 2. Okay, so here one by one I will discuss filling the blanks, true, false. Please try to understand each and everything and after that write down all the answers in your copy. And the last process, you know that you have to learn each and every answers very well. Okay, filling the blanks. Question number first. The weight of an object is 50 kgf. The weight of the object in Newton is equal to 500 Newton. Answers are written in red color. So 1 kgf is equal to 10 Newton. So 50 kgf is equal to 500 Newton. Okay, 50 into 10. So you will get 500. 1 kgf is equal to 10 Newton and then 50 kgf is equal to 500 Newton. Second, the motion of spinning top and giant wheel is an example of rotatory motion. The motion of spinning top and giant wheel is an example of rotatory motion. Third, the motion of a pendulum is the case of oscillatory motion. The motion of a pendulum is the case of oscillatory motion because pendulum shows to and fro motion, so that's why it is known as oscillatory motion. Fourth one, a body is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to its immediate surrounding. As we had discussed, if a body changes its position with respect to surrounding, then we can say body in motion. That's why answer will be motion. Fifth one, when a body exhibits both rotatory as well as translatory motion, its motion is called rolling motion. Okay, when a body shows, here by mistake is in rotor, you can write here rotatory motion. Okay, you can add y. So when a body exhibits both rotatory motion as well as translatory motion, its motion is called rolling. Okay, so this is all about filling the blanks. So here students will discuss true and false. State whether the following statement are true or false. Question number first. If a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time but its direction is not constant, then the motion is uniform. False. So direction should be constant. Okay. Second, the weight of an object is a constant quantity. Statement is false. The weight is a varying quantity because it depends upon the gravity and gravity varies from place to place. Question number third. In both oscillatory and vibratory motion, the motion of the bodies are repetitive. Yeah, this is the true statement. In both oscillatory and vibratory motion, the motion of the bodies are repetitive. Fourth, the motion of a drill exhibits rotatory and circulation motion. No, the motion of a drill exhibits rotatory as well as translatory motion. That's why this is the statement false. This statement is false statement. Okay. Fifth, the weight of an object is always vertically downward. Yeah, this is the true statement. The weight of an object is always vertically downward. So this is all about true and false. Choose the correct option. Question number C, choose the correct option. Question number first, an example of curvilinear motion. Answer B, motion of a discus. So when we throw discus, it goes on curvilinear part. That's why the example of curvilinear motion is motion of discus. Question number second, in a well, the pulley on which rope runs exhibits rotatory motion. In a well, the pulley on which rope runs exhibits option number B, rotatory motion. Answers are highlighted in yellow color. Okay. Question number third, the weight of a body is determined as m into g. Weight is equal to m into g. This is the formula of weight. Option number A is the right answer. Okay. Question number 4. The SI unit of mass is, answer D, kilogram. The SI unit of mass is kilogram. Okay. Fifth, the blades of a windmill exhibit, option number C, rotatory motion. The blades of a wind exhibits rotatory motion. So this is all about choose the correct option. Okay. Answer number first, motion of discus. Second, rotatory motion. Third, m into g. Fourth, kilogram. And the last one, rotatory motion. Okay. Question number D, match the column. So students, left side your question and the right side answers are written. So all the answers are written in front of the question. Mass. Mass can be measured by beam balance. So answer will be beam balance. Question number second, random motion. A flying leaf. A flying leaf moves in a random way. That's why the random motion answer will be a flying leaf. Question number third, weight. Weight can be measured by using a device, spring balance. So answer will be spring balance. Question number 4, vibratory motion. Movement of a tabla surface. Movement of a tabla surface is an example of vibratory motion. The last one, book lying on a table, a body at rest. A book lying on a table is not moving, means with respect to surrounding is it in static position. That's why book lying on a table answer will be a body at rest. So this is all about match the column. First answer beam balance, second a flying leaf, third spring balance, fourth one movement of a tabla surface, and the last one a body at rest. So all the correct answers written in front of the question. So students, now we'll discuss question number E. Give reasons for the following statement. Question number first, the motion of the earth is an example of multiple motion. Answer, the earth keeps on rotating on its axis as well as revolves around the sun in a curved path in a fixed time interval. Therefore, the earth shows multiple motion. The earth shows rotation as well as revolution. So we can say earth shows multiple motion. Question number second, rest and motion are relative terms. Answer, when we see outside while sitting next to the window of a moving car, the trees will appear to moving backward, but to a person standing on the road, they will appear stationary. Also, the person sitting next to us in the car is at rest, while both of us will seem to be in motion to a person standing outside. Therefore, an object may appear at rest with respect to some object and may appear in motion with respect to others. This means that rest and motion are relative term. Okay, so please write down the answer in the same way. Okay, now question number third. Rotatory motion is different from translatory motion? Answer. If a body moves or spins about a fixed axis without changing the radius of its motion is called rotatory motion. A body is said to be in translatory motion if it moves in a line in such a way that its every part moves through the same distance in same interval of time. Thus, rotatory motion is different from translatory motion. Okay, next, question number 4. The weight of an object is not a constant quantity. The weight of an object is due to the gravitational pull of the earth, which changes its value from place to place. The weight of an object is also not a constant quantity. The weight of an object is maximum at poles and minimum at equator of the earth. Okay, the weight of an object is maximum at poles and minimum at equator of the earth. Last, question number 5. Running is an example of a non-periodic motion. While running, the body does not repeat its motion after a regular interval of time. Its motion is called non-periodic motion. So this is all about give reason question answers. Okay. Next, question number F, answer in short. So the first question is, name the instrument used to measure weight. So already we had discussed spring balance is used to measure weight. Beam balance is a device used to measure mass, and spring balance is a device used to measure weight. Second, define mass. What is its SI unit? Answer. Mass of an object is defined as the quantity of matter contained in it. Mass of an object is defined as the quantity of matter contained in it. The SI unit of mass is kilogram, denoted by kg. Question number 3. Give one example of rolling motion. The movement of wheel of a vehicle exhibits rolling motion. The motion of wheel of a vehicle exhibits rolling motion. Question number 4. Define rectilinear motion. If a body moves along a straight line, its motion is called rectilinear motion. If a body moves along a straight line, its motion is called rectilinear motion. So this is all about short answers. Okay. Question number G. Explain the following terms. First, uniform motion. A body is said to be exhibit uniform motion if it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. A body is said to be in uniform motion if it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Second, vibratory motion. A body is said to be exhibit vibratory motion if a part of the body moves back and forth about its mean position, then we can say body in vibratory motion. Third, weight. The weight of a body is the force with which the earth attracts the body towards its center. The weight of a body is the force with which the earth attracts the body towards its center. Fourth, translatory motion. A body is said to be in linear or translatory motion if it moves in a line in such a way that its every part moves through the same distance in same interval of time. Fifth, random motion. When the body moves such that it has no fixed path and its motion changes suddenly from one type to another, it is said to be exhibit random motion. Random motion when the body moves such that it has no fixed path and its motion changes suddenly from one type to another, it is said to be exhibit random motion. So this is all about explain the following terms. Okay, write down in the same way.